Hi guys, welcome back. So guys, this is the first session and the first session will be started from introduction. So let me begin with introduction. So here is the first slide and look at here guys what is written. What is SAP? Okay, so here is the answer. Systems, applications and product in data processing. Is it a correct answer guys? See, if I ask the same question from anybody, most of you will give the same answer: systems, application, and product in data processing. But I'll tell you guys, this is not 100% correct answer. This is just the full form of SAP. SAP stands for systems, applications, and product in data processing. So here the question is still remain: what is SAP? So look at here. Here is the answer. It's an ERP. Okay. So again, the another question. So what is ERP then? Right. So here now look at here, guys. So the answer is hidden in the full form of this ERP. ERP stands for Enterprise Resource Planning. Enterprise means what? Business organization. An organization is called enterprise. Now, what next? Resources. What are the resources required to run a particular organization, guys? So the major resources are man, money, machines, and material. These are the major resources which is required to run a particular organizations. Here I simply coded 4M, but these are the mandatory resources. Of course, marketing methods, these are another two which is added, but minimum 4M are required, that is man, money, material and machines. Now the next one is planning. Planning about what? Planning about, look at here, effective and optimum utilization, maximum utilization of its resources. So now if you talk about the definition, right? Look at here guys, the definition is ERP is what? It's a software which helps an organization to manage their resources effectively and efficiently. It ensures the optimum or maximum utilization of its resources. So what is SAP? SAP is an ERP. Now the question is, what is an ERP? So ERP is nothing but a software which helps an organization to manage their resources effectively and efficiently. It ensures the maximum utilization of resources. Okay. Now I'll just quote a very simple example so that you guys will be having perfect understanding. Okay. So look at here. Here I have quoted the example of Tata Motor. Instead of Tata Motor, you guys can take example of any other organization as well, Tata Steel, Tata Chemical, or else any other organization. Okay. So in Tata Motor, look at here. I have written like sales department, purchase department, account and finance department, HR department. So these are the major departments. Okay. Out of these four department, take example of any of the department. Look at here. I have taken example of sales department. Now, so just assume that Tata Motor is not using any ERP. Tata Motor is not using any software. So in that case, what will happen, guys? So since sales department, multiple transactions are taking place, multiple activities are being performed by sales department. So in that case, what to do? See, in order to manage the sales department, the total number of employee, like total 50 number of employees are needed to manage the entire sales department. Why? Because they're not using any ERP, let's suppose. Okay. So in that case, every activities manually they have to perform all the activity. So 25 people involved in day-to-day transaction posting and remaining 25 people involved in report preparations. See, Tata Motor is a big organization. Multiple transactions are taking place on daily basis. So 25 people involved in transaction posting, transaction recording, because since they're not using ERP, they're not using any software. So manually they have to record everything. They might be maintaining certain registers like sales register. In that they have to record all the transactions. Then if any customer return is there, that also supposed to be recorded. Customer payments are there, that also supposed to be recorded, right? So multiple activities, multiple transactions are taking place on regular basis. And report preparations, of course, if you talk about the management of Tata Motor, whatever the further decisions or future decisions are there, that is, so those further or future decisions will be taken by management based on the reports only, right? So now here total 50 number of employees are needed to manage the sales department. When? If they're not using ERP. Now let's suppose Tata Motor decided to use an ERP. Okay, Tata Motor decided to implement an ERP. Let's suppose SAP itself. So once the SAP is implemented in Tata Motor, then what will happen, guys? Immediately, whatever these 25 resources or people involved in this report preparations, so these people are not at all needed. Okay, it means the entire sales department can be managed by these 25 people. Okay, why? I'll tell you now. So here, after implementation of SAP, now what will happen? These 25 people are needed. They involve in day-to-day transaction posting. So whatever transactions were being recorded earlier manually, the transaction volume is same, guys. There is no change in the transaction volume. Earlier also multiple invoices were, getting posted on daily basis. Right now also same invoices are there, or maybe more invoices are there. So in that case, these people are required, because earlier they were recording these all transactions manually. Now they have to record with the help of SAP. Okay, so 25 people are required. But if you talk about report preparations, report is nothing but output, right? So here what will happen, guys? This whatever transactions are posted here in SAP, these are treated by system as an input, and based on that, output will be generated automatically by system. So these 25 people are not at all needed. SAP automatically will generate different kind of reports, right? Even the complex report also can be generated by SAP, because it's an ERP. So transactions, once the transactions are posted into SAP, guys, so multiple different kind of reports will be generated. Now, so that's the reason here these 25 people can be utilized in some different activity. So look at here, there is a maximum utilization of resources, right? Earlier 50 people involved in a single department. Right now, after implementation of SAP, SAP is nothing but ERP, right? So after implementation of an ERP, now same organization, in the sense same department is managed by 25 people only. So remaining 25 people can be used in some different activity. These remaining 25 people are going to, right? So Tata Motor will deploy these people in some different activity. So maximum utilization is happening. Optimum utilization is happening. That's what I have specified here in the definitions, right? So it's a software which helps an organization to manage their resources effectively and efficiently. Look at here, the resource management 50, and now after implementations only 25. So these 25 people can be utilized in a different activity. So maximum utilization is happening, isn't it? Now, I'll quote another example, like just take example of banking sector. If you talk about like 40 years back, 50 years back, so I think computer was not that much prevalent in those days. Okay, so 40 years back, 50 years back, like if you talk about like most of the banks, so everything's were happening like manually. They were also like whatever the transactions were taking place, like manual itself, it was taking place. Okay, so in that case, like let's suppose uh, someone just went to the reception counter, and then they want to get certain informations. So in that case, what will happen, guys? Whoever the receptionist is there to find out a single informations, they have to check multiple registers. It may take half an hour also, 1 hour also, 20 minutes also. But nowadays, every banks are using software. So what happened? If you need any informations related to your account, simply you just approach the reception counter. The moment you quote your name and your date of birth, they'll take all the, what do you say, this one, name, date of birth, or email ID, or PAN card number, Aadhaar number, right? So if you give a single informations with that, they are going to get all the details, your mobile number, right? So with a single informations, they will able to fetch all the details, and that too within few seconds. This is what the benefit of ERP, right? Whichever work was done by a single employee in 20 minutes or 30 minutes, now with the help of ERP, within few seconds, the same work can be done. So earlier, if one employee was, let's suppose, taking care of like 100 queries or per day. Now what is happening? The same employee can take care of 500 queries per day. This is what the like benefit of ERP. Okay. So now hope you guys are able to understand the ERP. Okay. Now look at here. What are the leading ERP in the market? So leading ERPs are there like SAP, Oracle, JD Edward, BAN, Epicor, PeopleSoft, right? And multiple other ERPs are also there, like Navision is there, Tally is there, right? And even certain customized ERPs are also there. Customized ERP means, let's suppose there is a particular organization and they're having some unique kind of requirement. So they'll approach certain IT company and they're requested to develop a particular ERP or software for their organization only, right? To meet their requirement. So that is called customized. In the sense, those kind of ERP or software is developed for a particular organization. So that is there in that organization itself. SAP, Oracle, this Epicor, PeopleSoft. So these are the standard ERP throughout the world. If you talk about the configuration steps, if you talk about, let's talk about SAP. If you talk about the configuration steps for SAP, throughout the world, same configuration steps are there, right? So this is standard ERP. Now, so these are the leading ERP. Of course, if you talk about SAP, this is a global leader, you can say, market leader, you can say. Now, then list of SAP modules. See, multiple modules are there in SAP. If you have to learn SAP, it doesn't mean that you guys are going to learn the entire module. No, you can be expert of only one thing. You can't be expert of each and everything, right? So here in SAP, multiple modules are there, but at broader level, it is divided into two parts. That is functional and technical module. Functional and technical module. So functional module means here we have to do the configurations. Okay. Now, like these are the theoretical sessions, but once I start the practical session, guys, there are several configurations. So no need to worry. I'm going to explain these configurations practically. I'll show you guys how to configure. There are multiple topics. There are multiple things which we have to configure into SAP. So no need to worry. You guys are going to be expert of those things. Okay. So functional module means we have to do certain configurations, and technical module means development kind of activities will be done here with the help of technical module like ABAP and BASIS. These are the two module comes under technical. So if you talk about ABAP, here the development activity, codings will of course involve in technical module. BASIS means server related activities will be performed here in BASIS. Okay. So okay, so at broader level, functional and technical, these are the two module. Now again, look at here. So in functional module, we are having several module like FI stand for finance, CO stand for controlling, MM stand for material management, right? SD, HR. We have other modules also like PP is there, PM is there, QM is there, PS is there, right? PP stand for production planning, PM stand for plant maintenance, PS stand for project system, right? So these all are functional modules. Technical module, we are having ABAP and BASIS. As I said, like ABAP people generally they involve in development related activity, and BASIS means server, like all the server related maintenance will be done by BASIS, and apart from this certain other activities are also there. So once we start the practical session, so slowly you guys will be having little bit idea about this ABAP and BASIS activity also, what exactly they are doing, right? So those little bit you guys will be having idea about those things also. Okay, so this is all about the introduction part, guys.